Hi everyone, it is Carlin here at May Blossom Design, and I am in front of my kiln, but this was not a planned kiln opening. I honestly thought that this was going to be a really boring unload, but when I popped open the lid and I looked, I was like, oh, I have to share this because I think these are absolutely gorgeous, and it's just the top row. Although this whole kiln is exactly the same thing, just different vessels. So there's some mugs, and then there's some tall cups, and then there's some short cups, but they're all in the same combo. So it was a way for me to kind of see how everything is going to work together, because this is what my main like winter, I don't want to say collection because that's not me. I want to make what I want to make, but I do want to be kind of uniform in what I'm making when I'm taking it to a market. But I don't want to say that this is like a collection because it's not. It's just how I came up with what I wanted to take to this market, I guess. So anyway, let's get started. The majority, well, the main colors are all Mako. I used one Spectrum color, but everything else is Mako. And I did use one brand new glaze. And yeah, but everything else is Mako, which is new for me because I've been using a lot of Spectrum. So this is my cone. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. It is quite melty, which is exactly how I like my cone to look. I did not have room for two cones, so I picked the cone that gave me the best judge of temperature and how I like my cones to look, I guess, if that makes sense. So that's why I picked only one cone. There is two small, ooh, this is gorgeous. Okay, so this is winter wood. I can't honestly remember if I did 2 or 3 coats. I want to say that I did 2 really thick coats because it did have quite a few crystals. So I kind of thought, well, I'm going to err on the side of caution. And then I did the rim with light flux because I wanted to see what it would do. Now, it didn't move quite as much as I thought it was going to, but it did give me a good judge on what it would look like for a taller piece. So it did move it a bit, which is nice. But yeah, it's a very stable glaze as far as I can tell. I probably could have went 3 coats and then I probably would have got more like bursts, because I've seen winter wood with some of the crystals like bursting, and these were very stable, which I'm fine with. It looks gorgeous. That is a beautiful glaze. It's a lot matter than I thought it was gonna be too. I don't know what just happened there, but anyway. Oh, I like that. Okay, so again, this is winter wood, 2 thick coats on the outside and the inside. But then I put light flux around the rim, and then I did one very thick coat of lavender mist. Look how pretty that is. That's gorgeous. And like, just look at that. That is beautiful. It just feels so nice. It's so nice and soft. Okay, let's get to these mugs because these were what made me say, I have to show everybody these mugs. I gotta show them. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? So this is green jasper, and I did 2 very thick coats. There was a lot, let it focus here. There was a lot of speckle on this. Oh, that's perfect. And then I did Spectrum on the inside, Spectrum soft white on the inside, and down just over the green jasper, 2 thick coats. So, oh, I obviously forgot to sand this handle. It's okay, I can just give it a little buff and it'll be fine. But that is gorgeous. Oh, it did? Okay. So then I did do 2 of them. So there's two exactly the same. Now, Ancient Jasper is a little bit of a runner. And I wasn't too worried about these ones because I did have the buffer on the foot. But yeah, it's definitely a runner. But like flawless. I'm so glad that I added the extra 5 minutes on that hold. Oh, I love it. Look at that. So this is peppered plum. Mako's peppered plum. Same thing. So I was getting to the bottom of the jar on this peppered plum. So I kind of was a little mindful of that because the last time I used too many crystals, they ran all over my shelf. And I didn't like that, obviously. So yeah, I was a little bit mindful of that. So I did 2 very thick coats, but there was a lot of crystals. So yeah. And then same thing, I did Spectrum Soft White, just overlapping, like just barely overlapping, and then it just moves all on its own, and then soft white on the inside as well. Oh, these are gorgeous. And then again, it's match. Like, I just think these are gorgeous. So pretty. Oh, that's also really pretty, and it ran way more than I thought. Okay, so this is winter wood, and these are thumb cups. Like, they've got so it's winter wood, and again, I did 2 quite thick coats, and then I did 2 soft white, just to about, well, I only did to about here with the soft white, and then it ran all the rest of the way. It's really pretty. Really pretty. And then this is the match. Focus here. And then again, with changing the firing schedule, oh, these just, I wish you could feel these. This glaze is so soft. It just feels beautiful in your hand. Well, this one has a cookie stuck to the bottom of it. But this is the same combo as before. Green jasper with soft white. It's just a small cup. But how pretty is that? And I did, like I said, I did add cookies. I wish I could. Hold on one sec. There we go. Oh no. Oh shoot. Oh, that's okay. I'll be able to sand that. Just a tiny bit of plucking, but it's because I used Kiln cookies that have been fired a couple times. I'm going to have to buy myself. I heard a really good tip that if you use high fire clay, you can make cookies and you can keep them for quite a long time without the plucking. So that is quite a nice thing. But I think that's beautiful. So, so pretty. And like I said, 2 coats soft white, just barely overlapping, and then 2 quite thick coats of green jasper. Oh, these are gorgeous. So then this is just a larger version. Same thing, green jasper, 2 really thick coats, and then 2 really thick coats of Spectrum Soft White. Those are very pretty. Green jasper. Now, the last time I made these green jasper, things with green jasper, I noticed that the hotter it gets, the more the crystals move. So my top shelf, which is this, and this is my bottom shelf. So I don't know if you can see the difference, but this one definitely has more movement than this one. So a little tip with green jasper, if it's hotter, it'll move a whole lot more. And the touch cooler, it'll stay a little bit more stable. Obviously not on the parts where I had soft white touching it, but shoot. Okay. And then again, the taller ones match. We'll see this one. Maybe my tip isn't right because this one didn't move as much. Oh, that's not true. It moved quite a bit. But yeah, I think these are beautiful. And then I have a couple more winter wood. Oh, those are beautiful. Okay. So this is just winter wood, just on the outside. And then I did birch on the inside. And I think they pair perfectly together. I think I'm going to make 2 sets like this. I like when I go to a market, I'd make 1 set of each. Because again, nothing is a twin in my studio. They're all sisters. They're similar, but never the same. But I really like when I can experiment and still have like togetherness, I guess. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say, but I like when I have different options and it's not all the same thing. But this combo or this glaze is just beautiful. So there is 2 like that. So the sisters and they both have birch on the inside. Yeah, I think that's a beautiful combination. Beautiful, beautiful. And then the last one, oh, I still like this too. So this one is winter wood. Again, 2 quite thick coats. I did birch on the inside, but this time I did 1 rim of light flux. So it turned out pretty good, I would say. There is a lot of movement, more so on this one than on more so than this one. But there is lots of movement and it's just, yeah, like look at all these drips here. Awesome. Yeah, I think that's an empty kiln. So like I said, it wasn't super exciting, but I think all of these pieces in here are absolutely gorgeous. And I cannot wait to make a mug with this combo, with the winter wood and the lavender mist. Yes, please sign me up. That will probably be in one of the next mug unloads that I do. I cannot wait. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you use winter wood? Because it has blown my mind. I think it is the most beautiful glaze and I cannot wait to continue using it. These are kind of like my Christmas colors that I plan on using. I'm going to do a lot of different things using these combos. So this was like my initial test for all the stuff that I have planning for Christmas. I'm obviously going to make some themed mugs because I really enjoy doing that. So I will do some Christmas themed mugs. I haven't decided if I'm going to film it or not yet. It all depends if I have time, to be perfectly honest. But anyway, I cannot wait to continue using these colors. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And if you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification button so that you never miss when I post a video. Otherwise, I will see all of you in the next video. Bye everyone.